जो भी हो रास्ता, we have the will.
करेंगे सामना हर एक मुश्किल.
We won't look back, we won't give in. हमारे दिल में है Electrosteel.
जो भी हो लक्ष्य, हम होंगे कामयाब. फतेह के लिए हम हैं बेताब. जब हौसला हो बुलंद तो छुएंगे हर मंजिल.
'Cause we know it, yes we know it. हाँ हमारे दिल में है Electrosteel.
I've been here all my life, and what I do now is really, I don't know what others think, but I think I try and run this company. From cast iron spun pipes, we graduated to the best product in this field in the world, the ductile iron spun pipe.
Actually, the DNA of the group is both innovation and a pioneering spirit. When this project was taken up, most people were apprehensive because they didn't have any source of getting the technology. It was a well-guarded technology.
See, ductile iron pipe was introduced to international somewhere around 1965 or between 65 and 68. There are different countries who claim to be the first one to having done that. Japan was doing it on one side, Europe was doing another side, and USA was the third side. And they were developing simultaneously slightly different technologies, but to produce ductile iron pipe.
First of all, ductile iron pipes is a small industry, but it is the most preferred product for drinking water transmission.
We started with a small plant, about 60,000 tons a year. We thought that is a very good plant because the market was not very big. We used to think together that how we can sell this much product, because 60,000 of DI pipe would be almost like 90,000 ton of CI pipe, and we were not even selling 70,000 of CI pipe. From there we kept on moving. Yes, initially there were a lot of hiccups, but we didn't know where to get the right products, the right equipment all the time. We were struggling, we developed something, we had a lot of rejection, we improved upon it, hit upon the right things. Then people started looking at us, they started coming and approaching us, gave a lot of ideas, and that's how we improved.
After a successful run of nearly 20 years, Electrosteel Castings had an audacious thought of once again doing something very adventurous and this time very big leap as well. They decided to put up a 3 million ton steel plant in Jharkhand.
Even 7 or 8 years ago, when we conceived this project, China was already making more steel than anybody else in the world, and doing it quite well and doing it quite efficiently. As far as we were concerned, this was the only way to move forward, and that's what we did. And from there we promoted a new company to manufacture steel mainly on the strength of our own iron ore and coal.
And we were not taken very seriously, but I'm proud to say that we are the only ones who has set up this steel plant under very challenging situations.
Manufacturing is traditionally a very conventional, conservative industry where HR is looked at very differently. My role as a change maker has been that of bringing the top team together, ensuring that there's collaboration and integration at the highest levels in the organization, and also ensuring that there's transparency and also fairness in policies, systems, and processes in the organization across departments and hierarchies.
I am now 85 years old. So I joined the company when it was called Dalmia Iron and Steel, somewhere in 1960s. And my father-in-law, Mr. J. Dalmia, had started this company. So when it started losing heavily, it was decided to sell it. My father-in-law, Mr. Dalmia, said, "Ghanshyam, can you run it?" For a moment I was perplexed what to answer. But I looked at my uncle, Mohanlal Goenka, who was friend of Mr. J. Dalmia. I still remember, he looked at me and smiled. I smiled back, I said, "Yes, I can look after it, but on my one condition." Yes. "What is your condition?" And I said that Mr. Dalmia will not enter the plant without me. The sentence I remember. He will not enter the plant without me. I remember I said this thing boldly because that was my life's question there. If you don't go, people will think that company is lost. And I had no money. So his going will create confidence in them, but they will take instructions from me, not from him. So that day onwards, company belonged to me because I am going to be answerable for all the wrongs or rights that are in there. Now that gave me power up like a racehorse. That if I could run, I will win. That is the kind of confidence came in me.
Our promoter, Mr. Ghanshyam ji, he used to be in the plant by 6 o'clock. I used to stay in the colony. And we used to just get out of the bed, be ready and go there. And there was so much to learn from there, so much to enjoy. And maybe after some time, we go back. Once he go, after finishing about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, he used to go back and then he'll spend time in head office, looking at the marketing, looking at the finance, other things. He brought me so close to my thinking that if I wanted to learn something, he brought some people from outside. If I wanted something, we bought literature from outside. We got full freedom to do what I wanted to do. So long we could improve the product, we could initiate a new product line. He gave me such a free hand to do experiment and try it out that I remember like a day when whole day's production was lost because I tried something without full knowledge, without full background. But he didn't say anything, but he said this is a good learning for your next growth. And from there onward, there were so many learnings which came that we started improving. He had a knack for collecting all the people. We all got on together in this company and we learned from each other. It became a beautiful learning company.
What I've seen in my grandfather and father is what we expect from our employees as well, which is commitment to commitment. That if there's something that we've committed, we should make sure that we adhere to it and never give up attitude, high level of tenacity, always trying to find solutions, never ever giving up. The second thing which is very important is creativity and out of the box thinking. It's been the legacy of Electrosteel to always come up with creative solutions when we're stuck in a rut, and that has really propelled us to greater heights. And thirdly, and perhaps most importantly, would be fire in the belly. Just a passion for what you're doing, enthusiasm, which is so contagious that people around you, feel it, and they start following the same path as well.
The major thing is that they're encouraged to learn about the entire process. You're not supposed to be just a link in the chain. You're supposed to be the chain itself.
You find a lot of freedom to work, freedom to innovate things. People at the senior level keep on supporting for innovations.
It's so easy to approach the top management. It's so easy to go and talk to them about new ideas. It's so easy to articulate, debate, even argue with the top management. That's what is a big game changer in terms of the contribution that the company can get from its influence.
When you join any other company, generally there is a bureaucratic harassment for the newcomers, and there is a harassment from the down from the workers also. But this is totally missing in this company.
I can be here just like an entrepreneur. I don't think that I work for somebody, and that's probably the biggest differentiator, and that's one of the reasons why I've stayed back here, and that's one of the reasons why people are able to give off their best.
I joined this company as a trainee engineer. At that time this company was a 20 crore company. Now it is more than 2,000 crore company.
The first day coming in as an intern, and it was simply like stepping back into something that we've practiced before, because I remember going to the office with my father, or even to the factory with my grandfather since I was like 5 or 6 years old.
There's a lot of scope for evolving thought processes, getting people involved, taking ideas not just from top down but bottom up ideas are also very welcome. If you can convince yourself, if you can put that logic of how you convince yourself on paper, I think that's pretty much it, that you convince the board as well. So they are that free.
I don't think as if I'm in an office. I feel rather it's just like a second home to me, coming to work every day. The office is like a second home to me. The factory is like the second home to me. I've actually spent more time at the factory since I've been working than I have at my own house. So maybe that's why I feel that comfortable there.
So we were kind of involved in all aspects of the department right from day one, without any senior junior politics or any sort of experience dynamics that usually goes around when you're working in a serious industry.
From last 1 year, I have learnt many things from here, which I expected in 3 to 4 years, which I worked in the previous company, which I haven't learnt. But within one and a half year, I learned many things over here.
If you want to move forward in any area, the first requirement is the right person to look after that area. If you are successful there, most of the rest happens by itself.
Well, my advice to the new joinees is very simple. I think at the beginning of the career, the only thing which really matters is your sincerity and your hard work.
People here they doesn't want that, they don't make you limited that this part is your work, then you will be doing this. No, you can explore. If you want to learn, you can go and learn more you want, whatever you.
The most excitement I get in the morning is today I will go and do something new for the company, so that I also get, company also get.
So we have done projects with a customer in, let's say, 94 or 96, and we still continue to serve the same customer. So once a customer for us, he continues to be with us.
I think Electrosteel has a fighting spirit, and that fighting spirit is shown with the fact that we made it a true Indian multinational. We sell regularly in more than 50 countries in the world, and that's very important to us, and that's very important for a country like ours, where we need to show that we have a good quality products and we have good service, and we can really fight shoulder to shoulder with any manufacturer in the world.
I'm Radha Kejriwal Agarwal.
I am Umang Kejriwal.
I am VM Rally.
I am RM Gupta.
My name is Sudarshan Mimani.
I am Pankaj Podar.
My name is Nityangi Kejriwal.
I am Harish Modi.
I am Ghanshyam.
I am Kameshwara.
Piyush Lohia.
I am Priyanka Gupta.
I am Madhav Kejriwal.
Mahendra Kumar Jalan.
And I am part of
And I am part of
I am part of
I'm part of
And I'm part of
Electrosteel family.